If you follow this, like putting the elements in these kind of structures, it will be so much easier to mix.
My secret's too dangerous to give away. In my mind I'll stay.
Hey guys, welcome to the studio. Today, I want to be honest, I have a really bad mood. There are a couple of things that happened. I got screwed by 2 other producers pretty hard. More on that in a couple of days. I got screwed by Apple. They told me my MacBook, the one that is overheating, where they told me it's broken and they will fix it. They told me they're not going to fix it because it's working according to whatever they say is good enough. But that story is not over. I'm fighting. And the third one, Amazon blocked my account. I talked to them, they said they blocked it because I was sending too much stuff back, which you might think is like my fault for sending too much back, but I actually just sent stuff back because I didn't receive invoices. There are a lot of people selling stuff on Amazon from all over the world, and I need the invoices for my taxes, otherwise I have to pay 20% more. So if I buy something from China that is worth like 1,000, I have to pay 200 out of my pocket. So I asked them to change the invoice and they told me they can't. I should just send it back, get my money back and buy it somewhere else. I did that a couple of times and now they blocked me. It's really unfair. Also here, I will deal with it more in the coming days. I don't know if I feel alright enough and in a good mood enough to actually make some music. So I think instead I will just deal with a bunch of business stuff. Maybe go for a run to just relax, listen to some music. And to do for today's vlog just a simple, easy track submit edition. So welcome to Track Submits, the little segment within my daily vlog here on YouTube about my life as a DJ and producer, where I listen to your songs and try to give you feedback. And on top of that, the entire community leaving some comments for you how to improve. So let's get started. I picked a couple of tracks. Let's start with the very first one. That was the first song by Michael Kimber called Timeless. Melodic techno song, I'd say. A little bit of progressive in there. I personally like that style, but it's not done in perfection here. I'd say the first and the biggest mistake of the song is definitely having way too much sub bass. There's way too much low end. Just cut it a little. And this way you will open up the entire mix, have more room for all of the other elements, and it will still sound bass heavy enough. Because like most people mix at home, mix with headphones, and mix on small speakers. If you take this song into a club that has like a huge subwoofer and a big system, it will just be too much. It will hurt people in a bad way. So you need to make sure whenever you mix something that goes into a club direction to test it on a club stereo system, or maybe test it with a subwoofer, test it in the car, and you will immediately hear that it's too much low end. I listened to it here in the studio and it's like way too much low end, and I can hear how it's eating up like the room for the kick and all of the other elements, and this way make the entire song better. It's something that just takes a little bit of time, experience and practice, but on a good way. By Inference, The Secret, I can only say interesting. It's not mixed properly. There's like the entire top end missing. It sounds very dull, a little too much. I mean, this could be something he is going for. It could be the style he wants to produce. But if you have like a proper top end, the low end and also the mid frequencies will sound a lot better because you have contrast. If you make everything just dull and bass heavy, the bass doesn't seem so special anymore because it's just the bass and there is nothing else to compare it to, and the comparison to the top end makes the bass usually appear bass heavier if you If you know what I mean, if this makes any kind of sense, but that's how it works. To be honest, I miss the musical part, the melody. It's like just sounds next to each other. There is nothing that catches me. Again, this could be the intention of the artist not to have it in there. I don't want to judge that. But for me personally, a song should have something in there that I can remember, a melody that is catchy or that is maybe weird, or at least something that is like a melodic structure. And here it's just like sounds and basically just bass sounds. By DJ Elmo, let me show you, classic house tune. I like it. Like, the style is definitely something I could play and DJ. Mixing, I would say, is the biggest problem on this song. The vocals are buried in the mix and sound very unprocessed. Then the low end is a huge mess, to be honest. There is no real kick at like between 45 and 55 hertz that really punches through. This is so important for club music. If you would just change the kick on the song, it would already improve by 20%. And then mixing the rest of the elements would be a lot easier because you have like the proper foundation in there. Also here, Tom Stammes with a song called Muscat. The low end, it's too heavy. There's too much going on. Really, if you choose a kick, choose it wisely, choose a shorter kick. The shorter the kick, the more space you actually have in the mix. And then pick a bass that is low enough, but cut still below 30, 40 hertz, everything. And sidechain it to the kick so that both of them go well together. And maybe add a top bass to have those higher frequencies, and that's it. Don't have anything else on the low end. No pads, no chords, like everything below 100 hertz should be just like sub and kick, and then above 100 hertz to maybe 200, 300, the higher bass or low chords, and then like the mid frequency part is your vocal, your guitar, your main synthesizer, and the top end is really reserved for usually hi-hats, effect sounds, risers, and this kind of stuff. If you follow this, like putting the elements in these kind of structures, it will be so much easier to mix. Trust me, 100%. I even once made like a chart for it. I mean, you can still download it. I will put it in the description, first link in the description. You can get this PDF for free, and if you just follow this, it will save you so much time. It will be so much easier to make songs and fill up those frequencies with the right elements.
We can make it better. We can make it better. We can make it better. We can make it better.
Very solid track by East Sound called Make It Better. I think this is like release ready without a doubt. I like the style, like a little underground, a little kind of deep house, bass house, classic old school house in there. And mixing wise, it's there yet. Like there's nothing sticking out, nothing really weird about it. It's good. This one should be released. This one should also be able to find a label. This might even be something maybe for my label. I actually pretty like this song. So yeah, I think that's it for today. I will reset the entire track submit list. So today you have a new chance to submit your song and get feedback the next time I do a track submit edition. Probably within the next 1 or 2 weeks. I will now deal with business stuff, deal with all of the shitty stuff that happened today. If you're interested to get that chart, samples for free, and all this kind of stuff, it will be linked down below in the description. And also the link to submit me songs for the next edition. Thanks a lot for watching. See you tomorrow again. Sign out.
My secret's too dangerous to